Welcome to Rustic Studio. Begin by seeing the room as a story waiting to be told. The walls wear a soft muted palette. Warm creams, pale taupes, and a whisper of ochre that keeps everything from feeling flat. Imagine a sofa draped in a chunky knit throw, its fibers catching the light and offering a tactile invitation. Nearby, a wooden coffee table, worn at the edges, anchors the space, its grain a map of past moments. On the table, place a low ceramic tray holding a small stack of books, a brass candle snuffer, and a mortar and pestle of fragrant cloves. A single amber glass bottle cradling sprigs of dried eucalyptus adds a sculptural note. While a shallow bowl of glossy chestnuts and a scatter of acorns remind you of the season beyond the window. The effect is not perfection but presence. Each object suggests a story and a use, a reason to sit down and stay. Light plays a crucial role. Imagine the afternoon sun slanting through linen curtains, making dust motes float like tiny planets. Replace harsh overhead lighting with layered sources. A pair of table lamps with soft incandescent bulbs. A floor lamp that casts a warm pool of light beside the reading chair. And tapered candles that, when lit, introduce motion into the room with their gentle flicker. The glow should be generous but never glaring. The aim is to create pockets of comfort where one feels cradled rather than exposed. In one corner, a string of small, warm-hued bulbs might drape across a shelf, their feeble electricity exaggerating the feeling that the room is whispering its contentment. Textures are the language of tactile memory. Think wool, suede, and raw linen. Scatter cushions in a mix of these fabrics, in varying sizes, create the kind of nest you want to collapse into with a steaming mug. A hand-woven rug, slightly frayed at the edges, grounds the furniture and offers warmth underfoot. Consider layers. A soft sheepskin tossed over an armchair, a scalloped edge cotton throw folded on the back of the couch, a burlap-wrapped vase on the mantel. Together, these elements invite touch and give the room an approachable richness. Mix in the patina of metal, a copper tray or a brass candlestick, to punctuate the softness with just enough gleam. Natural materials bring the outdoors inside and bind the design to the season. Wooden bowls, stone coasters, and a woven basket of logs beside a hearth all carry a quiet authenticity. Gather elements from walks. Slender branches with russet leaves, flattened maple leaves preserved under glass, clusters of tiny berries on short stems. A shallow wooden bowl filled with raw pumpkin seeds becomes unexpected decor. Their dusty sheen and uneven shapes feel honest and homey. Place a ceramic pumpkin or two, unglazed, matte, and asymmetrical, on a side table for a touch of whimsy without falling into kitsch. These are not insistently themed accessories, but rather the kinds of details that make a space feel lived in and lovingly attended. Color choices for a warm, rustic autumn look are restrained, as if the palette itself is taking a slow exhale. Think of tones found in a late afternoon walk: muted terracotta, faded mustard, soft sienna, and a deep, grounding brown. Use these as accents against a backdrop of cream and warm gray, so that each richer hue feels like a deliberate punctuation instead of an all-over shout. A throw pillow in burnt orange performs like a small piece of art. A set of hand-thrown mugs in mossy green hums in conversation with a dark wood bookshelf. Avoid high-contrast colors and instead let gradients of warmth build slowly across surfaces, convincing the eye to slow down and appreciate subtlety. Practical comfort matters as much as visual charm. Layered bedding invites leisurely mornings. Fitted linen sheets that cool to the touch, a mid-weight duvet perfect for fluctuating weather, and a quilt folded at the foot for extra coziness. When the kettle whistles, you should be able to move from bed to kitchen in bare feet without wincing at a cold floor. Engineered wood or wide plank boards with a wide, textured runner make that possible. In the kitchen, swap out bright dish towels for heavier cotton ones in muted patterns. Keep a jar of wooden spoons at the ready and a small enamelware mixing bowl sitting out with a spoon in it, as if someone might return at any moment to finish stirring something fragrant. Scents anchor memory, and autumn offers a wealth of soft, non-invasive aromas. Light candles scented with clove, orange peel, or cedar, but avoid anything medicinal or artificial smelling. Simmer a pot of water with cinnamon sticks, star anise, and a few slices of orange. The steam will perfume your home with a slow, layered fragrance. Alternatively, try a reed diffuser of sandalwood and tobacco for a steady, subtle backdrop. If you have a fireplace, embrace the slow, polite smoke of a clean-burning log. It adds an elemental proof that the house is not merely decorated, but inhabited and loved. Arrange seating to invite conversation. Rather than lining up furniture against the walls, pull pieces into a small constellation centered on an inviting focal point. The hearth, a low coffee table, or a large woven poof. Allow walking paths that encourage meandering. Leave a nook with a comfortable chair and a side table for solitary reading. In that nook, drape a wool blanket and keep a basket of magazines and a small stack of paperbacks. On the table, a small brass lamp and a ceramic coaster hold a teacup, its condensation unseen because the mug is warm, not cold. Lighting and placement like this coax people toward each other and toward stillness. Layer in seasonal rituals that feel intimate rather than performative. Dedicate a small tray as a welcome station by the front door for guests and for yourself. A shallow bowl for keys, a small tin of hand cream, a basket with a couple of extra wool socks and a soft shawl. Keep a deck of playing cards and a small wooden board game in an accessible drawer, the kind that invites laughter without effort. Create a habit of brewing a particular tea each afternoon. A blend you associate with this time of year. When you carry a consistent ritual through the home, the atmosphere becomes familiar, like a paused conversation you're eager to resume. If you step back and look at the whole, you'll see that the heart of a warm, rustic autumn home isn't a single decision but a way of thinking. Choose things that invite touch, favor honesty over polish, and create habits that bring people close. Make light soft and layered, textures varied and approachable, and colors warm but restrained. Place cherished objects where they can be seen and used. Bring the outdoors in with natural materials and foraged accents. And let rituals, lighting a candle, brewing a pot of tea, setting the table, become the punctuation marks of everyday life. Over time, these choices accumulate into a space that doesn't just reflect the season but embodies it. Calm, tactile, and quietly generous.